Welcome to Chicago. We are live from the Thunderdome. It is the home opener for the Chicago Wildcats as they host the Houston Hyenas. You are watching the SFL on Twitch. Rich Pratchard here with you, your play-by-play commentator. Wade Phillips sitting next to me in the booth. Rochelle Colston and Tom Rahman down in the truck handling stats. And Chicago comes in 0-2, Houston 1-1. And they're both looking to get keep the wins going, or actually for Chicago, get on the winning track. But I'm going to throw it over to you, Wade. What do you see going on tonight?
Well, I see a little bit of maybe a grudge match since Houston knocked out Chicago in the playoffs, and Chicago looking to get a little revenge and turn around their season, get a win on the board. Looks like we've got some playmakers that it's going to turn out to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, Chicago dropped out of the playoffs, or was knocked out of the playoffs last season. Like you said, round one, losing to Houston 13-7. But we are ready to go here in Chicago. Again, their home opener tonight, the last home opener for any SFL team this season. And Houston will kick this one off, and Chicago will go on offense first. Chicago comes in scoring 19.5 points a game, and Houston 25.5 points a game. So they'll see if they can get the offenses going. And the kick is away and brought down around the 15, gets it out to the 31, and that's where Chicago will start off first down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Let's start out by looking at that Chicago offense. At quarterback, E.T. King. The halfback is Ash Odom. Fullback is Mike Improta, the rookie. Wide receivers, Corey Carter, Liam Hammer, Davius Reed, J.C. Torres. Tight ends, Ryan Yosef and Shan Varner. Handoff on first down, goes off right tackle. That's Ash Odom for a short 1-yard gain.
Not much running on that. Kind of met at the line, and they're going to the hurry up here.
Again to Ash Odom, goes to the right again and gains a few more yards. Going to get 4 on that one, 3rd down and 5. We talked about going hurry up early before the game started, Wade.
Yes, we did, and it looks like they're doing it now, and going to see how that turns out for them right here.
Pass to the left, that one's complete. That's enough for a first down. Gets the ball out to
first down.
Gets the ball out to the 45, first down and 10 for Chicago, moving the ball quick. Going to Odom, but he's met in the backfield and brought down. And that's no gain.
Ethan Kyle on the tackle right there.
To throws it right over the middle, and that one's complete. That's enough for another first down. Looking to see who made that catch. Didn't see that number.
I did not either. That was a quick little play. Not much to see on it, but another first down, and they're moving the chains.
So first down and 10 now again for Chicago, moving the ball. Sitting at Houston's 44-yard line. 1 wide left, 2 back set, going to Odom. Off the left-hand side, he goes down about 7 yards. And that's a good run on first down for Ash Odom.
Definitely the blockers paved the way. Improta picked up the block, and they sprung him for about a nice 7-yard gain and setting him up for a manageable play right here.
I formation behind E.T. King. 2 wide. And to throw, King going to swing it out to the left to Odom. Trying to get to that first down stick, and he cannot get there. Going to come up 2 yards short, 3rd down and 2. Chicago continuing with tempo here.
There was nowhere for him to run. Those defenders just swarmed to him immediately.
Odom up the middle, trying to get to the sticks, and he gets there. Just gets the first down at 10, Chicago.
Plunges forward, the lineman get good push, and he makes his way to the first down.
King's going to swing it out to Odom again, and nowhere to go that time. Brought down by Rodney Panani. 2nd and 10.
Looks like that might have been in the game plan for the defense this week, and they've snuffed it out both times.
And again, 3rd time in a row they're trying to hit that swing pass, and nothing doing for Ash Odom. Brings up a 3rd and 10.
They've got to switch it up because that's obviously not working.
King to throw, going to go left again, but that's going to be short of the sticks. That'll bring up 4th down and 7 and a punt for the Wildcats. J.C. Torres on the catch.
Kind of a toothless drive, just a little dink and dunk, run every now and again, but just they've got to kind of open it up and go downfield and change up their play call.
And not a punt. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong field position there. It's going to be a field goal attempt from Anthony Cece. He comes in 100%, 6 for 6 on the season so far. It's going to be a 48-yard attempt. And the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So Chicago strikes first, 7:54 left in the first quarter. Chicago 3, Houston 0.
Paying off drafting a kicker because he's 100% for the year and will always take points on no matter who you're playing, where you are, always take those points.
Yeah, Anthony Cece, the rookie, he was a round 3 pick in this year's SFL draft. And really paying off, 7 for 7 now. And he's going to boot this one away. Goes into the end zone, is going to bring it out. Gets it out just short of the 20. Leroy Brown, the return man, cannot get it back out to the 20. But Houston will start off first down and 10 from their own 19. And let's look at the Houston offense. Quarterback Kentez Johnson. Halfback is Warren Murray. Wide receivers Leroy Brown, Duke Wilson, and D.R. Sim. Tight end is Dax Lewis. And Alistair Johnson playing the guard on the offensive line, blocking for Warren Murray. Up under center. Kentez Johnson to throw. He's going to swing it out to Murray, but not enough room to make a move up field, and he's going to actually lose a yard, 2nd and 11. They
need yards, and any negative play is just going to shoot them in the foot every time. And I see what they're kind of trying to do, kind of open it up on that pass, but got to get some positive momentum going.
Yeah, that's a tough play for that halfback, that swing pass, if he doesn't get led a little bit. If he gets thrown out to the sideline too far, it's hard to get turned back upfield with that momentum going out. 3 wide left, going to swing it out again to the right, and it's only going to be a gain of 2. 3rd down and 9.
Shakes that first tackle. Would have been about a 1-yard gain, but gets, well, actually probably a negative gain, but, gets that momentum and gets a positive yard.
It's going to go 5 wide, empty backfield on 3rd down here. Johnson to throw. Throws it right over the middle, and that one is caught, and that is enough for a Houston first down. Nice catch by D.R. Sim in traffic. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Yep, good catch in traffic, contains it, gets a couple more yards dragging that defender, brought down by number 25, Fierro, and it's a first down, first of the game for them, and see how they stack up and continue their momentum.
Johnson's going to send 3 bunch to the left, a single receiver on the right. Warren Murray in the backfield. Looking to throw, steps up, trying to get out of the rush, but he is going to be brought down, and that is a sack for Chicago. Brought down by Raymond Jones III.
And Jones just beats his man, just uses his pass rush move, gets through there, and Johnson just couldn't find anybody downfield. Just the pocket broke down, and they brought him down for a sack.
Came into this game with 1.5 sacks. Looking to add to those numbers, going to Warren Murray on the left, and he is going to get stopped for no gain. Nice tackle by Blake Craze. 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, Craze just seeked him out and brought him down. The lineman was out there kind of blocking for him, but missed that Craze block, and Blake Craze just brought him down for a loss.
Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Warren Murray in the backfield on 3rd down and long. Johnson to throw, has time, throws it deep down the middle, and that one's picked off. Going to come back around across the 40 or across the 50, now close to the 40, at the 40. 1st down and 10, Chicago. Nice job by Greg Gaines.
Yeah, Greg Gaines has a pick off already this season, and that's number 2 for him. He just read that perfectly, high pointed it, and just took it away from him. picked up a few yards on the little return too.
So Chicago in great position here to tack onto their lead, sitting at the Houston 40-yard line, 1st down and 10. In the shotgun, 2 backs, flanking E.T. King in the backfield. 3 receivers wide. Gonna swing it out to Murray to the right. He's hit and stiff arms, but can't get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 11. Looked like he was stopped there by Kai Cash.
And that's the 5th time they've used that, and it's gone for about the same amount that it's done every time. And he would have lost more, but kind of drug his tackler and gained more than he would have. And we'll see if they're just going to keep using it.
2 back set, hands it off to Murray, trying to go to the right, nowhere to go. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, so he gains a yard, 3rd down and 10.
And that's all the push by the defensive line and outside linebacker and linebackers. Just won't let him get anywhere near that big territory, big gain territory, and just got to throw downfield here.
Empty backfield. I'll correct myself. That was Ash Odom, not Warren Murray. And he is sacked. E.T. King brought down by big number 99, Mike Fats Johnson. And that'll be a 4th down and a Chicago punt.
And Fats blew up his man, and that's the 14th sack on E.T. King this year. So it's already begun this game, and there could be multiple sacks this game for him.
The punt is away. Good stand by the Houston defense after the turnover. We'll see if they can pin him inside the 5. And that ball dies. Nice punt there by Darren Franklin. Pins the Hyenas back at the 1-yard line, 1st down and 10. Kentez Johnson comes out trying to get out from under the shadow of his goalpost.
The absolute best outcome for that punt. Pins them at the 1, and now they've got the shadow of the end zone in their back pockets.
2 wide left, single back behind Johnson. That's Warren Murray going to the right-hand side, and he's going to gain a couple. They'll give him 3, 2nd down and 7. Let's look at this Wildcats defense. Defensive tackle rookie Gerald Giudice. It's going to take me some time to learn how to say that name. Raymond Jones III. Clint Hendershot is the linebacker, along with Blake Craze. Cornerbacks are Greg Gaines and Jesse Vick. And the safeties are Maurice Spurgeon, Ron Hoff, and A.J. Barnes. And Warren Murray is dropped for a loss. Loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 9 back to the 2-yard line.
And there was absolute panic in his eyes when he saw those defenders breaking for him. He luckily gets out of the end zone, but not getting much daylight out there.
3 wide, 3rd down and 9. Going to go to Murray again, just trying to get out of the end zone, and he's going to get a good gain, 4th down and 2, but it is going to force a punt here deep in their own territory.
Yep, a decently lengthy gain, just enough to get them away from danger and open up some territory for that punter to make a nice little punt here.
So their punter Brian Adams standing back in his own end zone. And the punt is away, no pressure. Comes down at about the 43, and it's only going to get a couple yards back on the return. But Chicago again starts with good field position at the Houston 41-yard line.
Nothing doing on that return. There were just too many Houston defender punt return coverage guys out there, and just nothing doing on that.
So 1st down and 10 now for Chicago. Again, sitting at the Houston 41, 3 wide, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Looking to throw, going to go right on an out route. That one is complete. Catch made by Corey Carter. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
And Corey Carter gets that gain, and that's going to open up some stuff over the middle and some runs up the middle. And we'll see if they can pound it up or throw some long balls right here.
So 2nd down and 4. Going to go 2 back set. Both Odom and Prodar back there. Looking to throw, going to go right again. Caught, but could not get past the sticks. Just did not get his feet set to turn upfield. 3rd down and 1. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. He's going to throw on 3rd down. Going to go deep down the left-hand side. That one's incomplete. Boy, that was he was wide open down there behind the defense, Corey Carter. But that'll bring up a 4th and 1.
Yeah, Carter gets behind his defender, and if that ball's on point, he gets it. But just too many hands in his face, and just can't complete the pass.
So 4th down and a yard in field goal range. And it looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 1.
What do you do right here? Do you run it or do you pass it?
Well, I go with Odom up the middle, but I think we're going to get a hard count here. I think we're going to try and draw him off sides. Yeah. And that is what E.T. King is doing. He's going to call a timeout, and I anticipate we will see the field goal unit come out here for Chicago.
Yep. Take those points. Why risk it when you can just get up and then it needs a touchdown instead of a field goal to tie you? And it's pretty smart.
Yeah, the Chicago defense is doing a good job out there holding Kentez Johnson and Warren Murray in check. So I agree with this decision as well. You know, get the points on the board, go up by a touchdown.
Yep. And we've got the venerable Anthony Cece up there.
This will be a 48-yard attempt. The hold is down. It gets good pressure, but the kick is up and away, and it is good. So Chicago tacks 3 more on with 2:07 left in the first quarter. Chicago 6, Houston 0.
Anthony Cece stays perfect for the season, and I don't want to jinx him, but he's done a fantastic job this year.
Yeah, again, rookie kicker coming in, 3rd-round pick. I tell you what, they got a heck of a deal in the 3rd round there on Anthony Cece if he stays this automatic for the Wildcats.
For sure, he's basically automatic at this point.
He boots that one away, comes down at about the 1. Returned out past the 20, has some room, gets out close to the 25. They will mark him at the 25. 1st down and 10. Houston.
And Leroy Brown hits that corner, doesn't quite have the jets to burn away from everyone, but blockers opened some holes, and he got a couple nice extra yards after the initial wall broke down.
Offset I behind Kentez Johnson. Going to go to Warren Murray, trying to go to the right, but he's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's as far as he's going to get. Clint Hendershot on the stop. 2nd down and 10.
Yep, Hendershot covered that like a blanket. And just Murray cannot get anything going with this Chicago defense just flying around, just taking great angles and just shutting everything down.
It's 2 wide right this time for Johnson. Going to give it to Warren Murray up the middle, trying to get somewhere. But there's Clint Hendershot once again, putting the big lick on Warren Murray and stopping him in his tracks.
And there's Hendershot. He's got 7.5 tackles a game, and he's shown why he can just fly around and just stop everything before it starts. And it's kind of a combination between those big defensive tackles and the athletic linebackers that Chicago has.
So 3rd down now, throwing deep down the left-hand side. That one's tipped incomplete. Boy, that one could have been picked off. Jesse Vick back there had his hands on it.
Yep, Jesse Vick's going to be kicking himself that he didn't pick that one off. He's got 1 this year, and now that's his 4th pass batted down. But, I mean, he is a playmaker out there. He's a big guy, too, 6'3", just a huge target for opposing quarterbacks to have to get over.
So that will force another Houston punt. Brian Adams standing back at his 9-yard line to boot this one away. Chicago will end up with decent field position again. Comes down at about the 35. He'll get it out to the 38. And Chicago will go back on offense, first down and 10 at the 38-yard line. And I'm going to go over the Houston defense before we get in this hurry-up offense again. The defensive ends are Chris Joseph and Skylar Kingsley. Defensive tackle is Mike Johnson. Inside linebacker Rodney Panani. Outside linebackers Angel Salinas and Shane Easley. E.T. King to throw deep down the middle, and that one's complete. Gets it down across the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. First down and 10, Chicago.
And Varner just blows over the referee as well, and used him as almost a guy to kind of block for him, but almost knocked him down. But tremendous pickup, and now they're marching down the field, definitely in red zone, getting close to red zone territory, and just marching down the field.
That little referee's not going to get in the way of 6'6", 215-pound Shan Varner out there making some catches. Going to go to Ash Odom right up the middle, and he gets manhandled and brought down, but he does gain 3. Stop made by Angel Salinas. Second and 7. Let me finish that defense. Cornerbacks are Jacob Clear and Everett Garrison. Free safety, Brady Clark. Strong safeties are Kai Cash and Ethan Kai. That's your Houston defense. That brings us to the end of the first quarter. Chicago up 6-0 over the Houston Hyenas. Watching the SFL on Twitch. Second down and 7 now for the Wildcats. Trips to the left. Going to go right this time. That one's complete. And that is just enough for a first down. Caught by Shan Varner again. First and 10, Chicago.
And Varner caught that and was able to turn upfield a little bit and get that just enough for the first down. And let's see if they've targeted him the past 2 plays, and let's see if they continue to target him. And he's racked up some pretty decent yards on 2 receptions.
37 yards on 2 receptions. It's 18.5 yards per catch. Trips to the right, single receiver left. Thank you to the stats team in the truck. Tom Rahman and Rochelle Colston under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. E.T. King brought down to the turf by Skylar Kingsley.
And the rookie Kingsley beats his man, just blows through him, and King has nowhere to throw it, nowhere to run. Just a breakdown on the offensive line, and Kingsley brings him down. That is his 3rd sack of the year.
Trips to the left, single receiver to the right on second down and long. Going to dump it on the short route. And Ash Odom's going to get a couple. Get 1, 3rd down and 16 now for the Wildcats.
And Houston had 2 opportunities at first to bring him down, but Odom just plows through both of them, and finally that 3rd guy brings him down. But that's a manageable gain that, while 3rd and 16, definitely way better than what it could have been.
So 3rd down and 16 now. 4 wide, single back. Right over the middle, tipped and picked off. Return back across the 20, across the 30, still going down to the 30-yard line. Intercepted by Ethan Kai.
And that's Ethan Kai's 3rd interception of the year. Just read it and just jumped that route after it was tipped, and just heads up play by number 31, Ethan Kai. Many mortal men could have just dropped that and tipped it down, but he catches it and turns around and takes it for a solid gain.
Brady Clark is the one that tipped that up in the air and gave Kai the chance at picking that off. Good defense out there by Brady Clark. Kentez Johnson out here changing the play on first down. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Going to hand it off, going to the left, trying to get to the outside, just cannot get there. Good pursuit out there by the Chicago defense, Maurice Spurgeon and Ron Hoff.
Yeah, he had room to run, but that fullback just couldn't get the block on the safeties, and both safeties bring him down. And what could have been a 6-7 yard gain turns into a 1 yard gain, and they're going to kind of be looking for more of that.
Johnson to throw. He's going to swing it out to Warren Murray, but nowhere to go again. 3rd down and 9 now for Houston. Warren Murray, he only has 9 yards so far in 6 attempts. Rough running now tonight for Warren Murray, and only 1 yard receiving on 4 receptions.
Yeah, they have been holding him in check all game.
Trips to the right, single receiver left, empty backfield. Going to throw deep down the right-hand side, and that one's tipped in, incomplete. Knocked down by Maurice Spurgeon. Kind of a duck floating up there a little bit.
Raymond Jones was in his face, and he was lucky to get that off, so he's lucky it wasn't a sack, but he's also lucky it wasn't a pick, because he threw it right to Chicago, and that could have ended up a lot worse than it did.
So that'll force a punt on 4th down and 9 for Houston. Again, Brian Adams standing deep at his own territory at his 15 this time to punt this one away. Again, no pressure from Chicago. Setting up the return. Caught it about the 32, and he'll get it out to the 36. And Chicago again with decent field position. 1st down and 10 now. 8:33 left in the half. Rich Pratchard, Wade Phillips with you. Tom Robin and Rochelle Colston in the truck handling stats for us. We appreciate that. Both of these teams coming in tonight off of a loss last week. Chicago dropped one to Queen City 46-10, and Houston lost to Sioux Falls 40-21. Hands it off to Ash Odom right up the middle. He's going to gain 3, 2nd down and 7.
Odom breaks the tackle, and he's trying to do his best, but just those Houston defenders are blowing through their blocks and just knocking him out before he can get ahead of steam going.
So 2nd down and 7 now for the Wildcats. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. E.T. King up under center. Going to go to Odom again. He lowers his shoulder into the defender, gets free. We've got a flag on the play. Tackle finally made by Chris Joseph, but let's see what the flag is. It's going to be a personal foul, face mask.
So that adds to the gain. So that was a huge gain by Odom, and just pile on the misery for Houston with that face mask and tack on some more yards to the end of the game.
Yeah, so that'll take the ball all the way to the Houston 33-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Chicago. Already into field goal territory for their automatic kicker. Right up the middle again, Odom, and he's going to get down close to the 1st down, just short. Be 2nd down and inches. Stop made by Mike Johnson and Everett Garrison.
And Ash Odom's just building up ahead of steam so far. He's just picking up more yards each gain he gets, and it took 2 defenders to bring him down on that, and he took out a couple of defenders on that run, just pinballing off them.
In the shotgun on 2nd down. Looking to throw, goes right. That was an out route, and that one is incomplete. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds, trying to get it to Corey Carter, but he couldn't keep his feet in.
Yep, let him out too much to the sideline and just couldn't get that foot down to haul it in. And now Chicago's challenging, so take another look at it.
Yeah, I kind of expected to see a challenge. I was wondering if he got his feet down in there. Let's take a look. Let me know what you think, Wade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I think he might have. That right foot looked like it might have been down.
Got to see if he drug his right toe.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to call it as a catch. Ruling on the field is overturned. So a good challenge by Chicago.
Definitely. That's a tremendous impact on this game, because that goes from a punt to a 1st down, and so that keeps their drive alive, and they can continue to go down this field.
So 2 wide, single back. King to throw, goes picked off. Holy cow, I didn't catch that one. Picked off out across the 30, still going to the 40. He's got a blocker. He could be gone, and he is. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. That was Brady Clark with the pick 6.
Wow. Initially, it looked like the big tight end Shan Varner was going to catch it, but it looked like he fumbled it around, and Brady Clark just took it up and took it to the house. Just phenomenal. He had room to run. 95's kind of blocking for him a little bit, and just what an impact! What an impact this defense has had, holding Chicago to 6 points and now a turnover for a score.
Yeah, he got a lane, but then he had that big defensive tackle, 6'3", 310 pounds. Spencer Woods, the defensive tackle, out there running with him and blocking. That was impressive.
It was very impressive. He had some speed to him, too.
Yes, he did. He kept right up. So Houston trying to flip the momentum here in this game. That snap is low, but he does get the kick up and away, so the extra point is good. 6:49 left of the half, and Houston takes over the lead 7-6 over Chicago.
A flip of fortunes right there. It looked like Chicago kind of had their number for a while, and then Houston turns around, slugs them in the face, and takes it right to the house.
So we'll get this kicked off. Houston will kick it back off to Chicago and see if Chicago can get their offense going and get in the end zone. Houston scoring any way they can. That return comes out to the 29-yard line. We had a couple games earlier this evening. St. Louis gets their first win on the season, and they drop New Orleans 37-31, and Vancouver keeps rolling, goes 3-0 with a 52-41 win over London. First down and 10 for Chicago. Offset I behind E.K. King. Going to go to Ash Odom. He's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and drop, no gain. Brings up second down and 10, tackled by Mike Johnson.
And Big Fats Johnson, that's his second tackle of the game, first tackle for a loss. And they're just Chicago's finding nothing in the running lanes with this big Houston defensive line. It's just been trouble all game for them, and it's just not turning around.
E.T. King to throw, going over the middle. That one's complete, and he's got some room, but he's going to get brought down just across midfield at the 48-yard line, but that is a first down. Shan Varner with another catch, having a great night.
And there's Shan Varner again with the first down, and just drops it right over coverage in front of the safety and picks up a couple extra yards after the catch. And that before this game, Shan Varner had 9 receptions for 105 yards and a touchdown, and he is definitely going to eclipse that tonight. It's just a matter of how much.
Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Dropping back to throw. King going left this time. That one's tipped and incomplete. Good coverage back there by Everett Garrison, but just couldn't hold on to it. 2nd and 10.
Yep, Torres and Garrison kind of battled for that ball. Garrison ultimately won with the pass breakup, but it was a good idea. Just couldn't execute it properly, and here we're looking at a 2nd and 10, and see how they stack up against the defense.
2nd down and 10. Ball sitting at the Houston 48-yard line. Chicago trails by 1 here with 5:42 left in the half. Going to throw it left. That one's complete. Turns it upfield, but just cannot get to the sticks. Be a 3rd down and 1. J.C. Torres on the catch.
Yeah, Torres catches it, turns upfield, tries that spin move, just can't shake that tackle. Take that 9-yard gain, manageable 3rd and 1, see if they pound it out or go with a little trickery.
Going to go to Odom up the middle. He's got some space, got a little skinny and made a hole. And he's going to get down across the 35 to the 33-yard line. 1st down and 10, Chicago.
And that's a significant first down because now you're in territory where you can possibly go for it on 4th because you're close enough, but you're close enough where it's almost automatic with Anthony Cece to get that field goal.
Three-back set, single receiver to the right. Going Odom behind his blockers, trying to get to the outside, but nothing doing. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. Ethan Kai and Shane Easley in there to make the stop.
It's been a slight Jekyll and Hyde performance for Ash tonight because, he's had a few gains where he picks up, 8, 9 yards, 7, but then he's got those games where it's 0, 1, negative yards. So hopefully in that second half and at the end of this quarter, he can turn it up.
Looking to throw, plenty of time, deep down the middle, has a touchdown, Chicago. Corey Carter on the catch, way back behind the defense.
Corey Carter, the electric wide receiver, averaging 17.4 yards per catch this year, and that just extends it again because that was a mighty gain right there for a touchdown. Beautiful play.
So Chicago goes back on top, 12-7, pending this extra point attempt. First offensive touchdown of the game so far, Wade.
Yeah, finally in the second quarter. My goodness. It took them long enough, but it's finally there.
Good snap, holds us down, the kick is up, and it's good. So 4:13 left in the first half, and Chicago goes up 13-7. You are watching the SFL on Twitch. Rich Pratchard, Wade Phillips with you on the call tonight. Tom Robin and Rochelle Colston in the truck handling the numbers because we don't like to do math.
Amen to that.
And the kick is away. See if Houston can get the offense moving. Ball out across the 20, out across the 25 to the 26. And Houston will have 4:08 left to work. They've still got 3 timeouts, but plenty of time to get at least one score.
Yep. Rich, they've kind of not done a whole bunch on offense. I mean, their only scores on defense, but, if they can come away with at least 3 points, it'll make them a more manageable down 3 than 6. But let's see how they work out this drive.
Too wide right. This time throwing it deep down the middle. That one's caught behind the defense, and he is gone. Into the end zone goes Duke Wilson. Touchdown, Houston.
Wow, Duke Wilson took that and just ran away from everyone. Got behind the safety, catches the ball, and there is nothing but the fans in front of him. Just breaks in. The defender tries to jump the route but misses, and there is no one behind. Touchdown. There's that gain, and now they're tied, looking to pull ahead and set themselves up pretty for the second half.
Yeah, that you're taking a chance when you, as a defender, on a deep route like that, you try and jump the route and knock the ball down or try and make a pick, and you've got no help back behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You miss that, and there's nobody there.
Yep, it's a 50-50 ball. You either intercept it, bat it down, or he's gone, and it was the latter on this instance.
So Houston goes back up by 1, 14-13, and obviously they've got plenty of time to make a couple scores. We were talking about that right before that drive, and one play.
Yep, one play, 7 points. That's what they needed.
So 3:58 left in the half now, and Houston's going to give it back to Chicago. It's kind of reminiscent a little bit now of that Vancouver game, just big play after big play. Vancouver and London exchanging blows through most of that game.
Indeed, the first half in that game was kind of stale, but then everything just clicked and it just became lights out. Real barn burner.
So Houston's going to take over first down and 10 at the Chicago's going to take over first down and 10 from their own 29. E.T. King with 2 to the right, 1 to the left, 2 backs behind him. He's going to give it to Ash Odom, trying to go to the right. Going to get a couple before he's stopped by Brady Clark. Gain of 3 seconds, 7.
Yep, Brady Clark closed that distance. Wrapped him up, and although he got drug a little bit, finally just twirled him down and stopped a gain of only 3. And that clock continues to run and get us into 2-minute warning territory and see how they continue this drive.
Going to give it to him again, and he's going to get stopped again. That time tackled by Mike Fats Johnson. No gain, 3rd and 7.
And Fats just eating everything that comes near him, like Pac-Man, just gobbling up those ball carriers and stopping them for losses.
So 3rd down and 7, trips to the left, single receiver to the right for E.T. King. He's going to throw it right over the middle. That one is complete and enough for a 1st down. Chicago moves the chains, and that was Shan Varner on the catch. J.C. Torres was injured on that play, it looks like.
E.T. King hit up a safety blanket for a safe play, 1st down, and Shan Varner's just proven his worth. He's throwing blocks, catching balls, just showing why he's a stud.
Yeah, so we'll watch for a result of that injury, see what's going on with J.C. Torres. Hopefully it's not too serious going to Ash Odom. Off right tackle, just lowers his shoulder, and he's going to get out there and get 9 yards, 2nd down and 1. Finally brought down by Everett Garrison.
And he just violently just blows through the defenders, and they just can't stop him. One defender can't stop Ash Odom. It takes a gang of tacklers, and if they're not stopping him for a 1-yard gain, he's breaking tackles, and it's a real treat to watch him.
Going to swing it out to Odom this time, trying to get the 1st down, and he is met at the line of scrimmage and nowhere to go. Skylar Kingsley makes that stop, 3rd down and 1.
Yep, Kingsley snuffed that out, stopped him before he could get ahead of steam, tried to truck him, but he was having no part of that and brought him down. So we are down to the 2-minute warning and see what happens.
Yeah, so 2-minute warning, folks. Great game here so far. Houston 14, Chicago 13. We've got one offensive touchdown for each team. Chicago's had a couple field goals in there.
And Houston with that big defensive touchdown.
A big pick 6 for Houston. Odom gets the 1st down. Gets it out across the 45, right at the 45. 1st down and 10, Chicago.
And that's a valuable 1st down because can't be punting with less than 2 minutes to go. You need points on the board, and they're setting themselves up for manageable territory here.
Going to go to Odom again up the middle. He's got some room to run. He's going to get it out across the 40 to the 39. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
Plugging away, another gain of 6, and that defense is getting kind of gassed. And you think that one of these plays, he's just going to break it to the house, but they're kind of chugging away.
Going to go to Odom again. He's got some room. He gets a 1st down, gets it down to the 30-yard line, and back into the hurry up. They're at 1 minute. They've got 2 timeouts left. 2-back set for E.T. King. Going to go to Odom again. Gets held up in the line of scrimmage, but does end up getting 4.
And here's where that hurry-up's going to come into play and packing away.
Odom's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. 3rd down and 4. Odom again to the right. He gets the 1st down. He breaks free. He's going to get down across the 10, down to the 7-yard line. 1st down and goal. Chicago. They take a timeout.
That timeout comes at the perfect play. It's perfect time because Ash Odom is gassed. He's just running on empty right now. He doesn't have that explosiveness. He breaks the tackle, gets to the hole, but just brought down when he could have just kept going if he's got fresh legs.
Yeah, good open field tackle by Brady Clark to save that touchdown. He was the last saving grace there for Houston to keep Odom out of the end zone. 1st down and goal. 27 seconds left on the clock for the Wildcats. 2 wide, single back. E.T. King to throw, has plenty of time, sits there all day, throws toward the end zone, knocked down, incomplete. Boy, that could have been picked off. Shane Easley had it in his hands.
Ooh, Shane Easley had it, dropped it. He had room to run if he catches that. And they just dodged a bullet, Chicago did. And they ran the pass, 5-6 plays and tried to surprise them with a pass, but they were not falling for it.
So 2nd down and goal. Ball sitting at the 7. King to throw again, has time, but now he's going to be hit and sacked. Brings him all the way back to the 13-yard line. 3rd down and goal. Clock running, 12 seconds left. He's going to throw again, going to the right, and that one's caught. Steps out of bounds. 4th down and goal now at the 8. And I would imagine we will see the field goal unit come on. Corey Carter on the catch.
Yep, Corey Carter gets that foot down, drags his toes, gets to the 8, and now a manageable, 25-yard kick. Fats Johnson has been played lights out, got that sack on the play before, and he has been a huge contributor for Houston this game.
24-yard attempt for Cece. Hold is down, the kick is up, and it's good. So Chicago regains the lead here going into halftime. It's going to be 16-14, Chicago over Houston. They will kick the ball away, and then we should be going into half.
Yep. Houston can kind of take solace in that their defense hasn't shot them in the foot, but their offense hasn't, other than that big play, hasn't done much. And Chicago, kind of the same story, hadn't done much until, 3 field goals. And we're going to see if in that second half they can all flip that switch and turn it into a scoring machine.
So that'll bring us to the halftime. Chicago 16, Houston 14. Chicago received to open the game up, so Houston will get the ball back after the half. Let's take a look at some stats. Boy, tell you what, Chicago has a big statistical advantage here over Houston in a slim lead.
Yes, over twice the time of possession. 10 times as many rushing yards. Passing yards are non-existent for Houston. Just not a good showing in that first half for Houston other than their defense. But it's kind of been a lackluster performance on both sides. But we'll really see that second half if the coaches make some adjustments and they can both kick it into gear.
So let's take a look at some stats here from the truck. E.T. King is 19-24 for 154 yards and a touchdown, but he does have those 2 interceptions. Leading receiver for Chicago is Shan Varner. He's 4 for 4 targets, 4 receptions, 71 yards. He's got a 30-yard catch that he had early. And Ash Odom is just a yard short of 100, it looks like. 22 carries for 99 yards. Then we'll flip over to Houston, and Kentez Johnson has not thrown the ball nearly as much. He is 6 for 8 for 88 yards. That's still 75% and a touchdown. Just 1 interception, though, for Kentez. Duke Wilson has 74 yards receiving on 1 catch. Big, long catch for Duke Wilson. And Warren Murray's still having trouble getting going. He's only got 9 yards so far, Wade.
Wow, that's just surprising. I thought he was going to, way more than 9 yards, but my goodness, that's something that we've got to see change in the second half.
So we've got interceptions for Houston by Brady Clark and Ethan Kai, and Brady Clark had that pick 6 to get Houston into the end zone for the first time today. Really got things rolling for them.
For sure. That pick 6 has been their saving grace.
So here we go. Start off on the second half. What do you think these guys have to do to pull away? Either one of these teams. What are you looking at, Wade?
Well, I mean, I'd like to see him go downfield because when they've really took a chance and stretched the field, gone downfield, for the most part, they've had success. Both sides, instead of the short runs and stuff, it just hasn't been working. I showed him has a lot of runs, but he can only do so much, and they've just got to kind of try to beat him downfield.
So that return comes out to about the 21 or 22-yard line. Houston will start off here to start the second half. First down and 10. Both of these teams next week have tough game. Well, Chicago has a real tough game. They're going to host Sioux Falls here for their second home game of the season, and Houston will bring Tulsa in for their game next week. First down and 10 in the shotgun. Kentez Johnson looking to throw. Deep drop, and he is hit and incomplete. Knocked the ball down as he was trying to throw it. Hit by Lenny Collins.
Yeah. Lenny Collins breaks that up, and Giudice does his work on the line, and they're trying to go downfield, but just not doing much yet. But the game is still young in this second half, so we'll see.
So second down and 10. Two wide left, single back. Going to give it to Murray, trying to go to the right, but he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. He's going to be dropped for a 1-yard loss. Raymond Jones, the third, with the stop. 3rd and 11.
Yeah, the defensive line really took away anything for him that play, and looking to see more of that Chicago is, and Houston's just got to try to switch it up, try something they haven't done yet.
Looking to throw on third down, deep down the middle. That one's complete behind the defense. And that is a first down for Houston. Long catch for DR Sim.
There it is, going downfield, and they pick up a big splash play right there. Just many yards downfield, and gets it, sets them up past half the midfield, and now they're sitting pretty, and the whole playbook is open for them.
So that's DR Sim's second catch of the day. He's got 42 yards now. Ball sitting right at the midfield stripe. Two wide right in the shotgun. Kentez Johnson looking to throw, dumps it over the middle, and almost picked off. Boy, he saw that one coming. Clint Hendershot coming from the linebacker spot. Thought he had an interception.
Yeah, Hendershot was a ball hawk on that. I mean, he jumped it. I thought he had it, and he had the receiver beat, and he's just been playing ball hawk, and he's been fantastic this game.
Yeah, he's going to have to hit the jugs machine in practice this week and
put some stick-em on.
That's right. Do something. Two wide left, power I formation behind Johnson. Going to go to Murray, going to the right, trying to get out. He does break a tackle, and he's going to get a couple.
They snuffed it out.
Yeah, they did.
They snuffed it out originally, and he breaks that initial tackle, and luckily, because a couple yard gains much more manageable than losing two, and that line just really needs to plug up those holes.
Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Johnson to throw, going deep down the right-hand side, and that one is picked. Intercepted, great coverage. He had perfect position, Greg Gaines did, and picks that one off.
Yeah, that's Gaines' second of the day, and he has locked his man down other than a few occasions, but he has really shut down his side of the field.
Yeah, trying to get the ball deep again to Duke Wilson, but like I said, Gaines had blanket coverage on him. Now Chicago with the ball, first down and 10, trips to the left, single receiver to the right in the shotgun. E.T. King to throw, dumps it right over the middle. Boy, one-handed, nice catch by Shan Varner. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just feed him. I mean, he's catching everything that's thrown to him. With getting hit while he's catching it, one-handed, he has proved a valuable weapon for this offense.
Second and 2, back up under center. E.T. King with two backs. Odom and Improda. Gonna go right up the middle with Odom again. And he's gonna get the first down out to the 37. You know, we talk a lot about Odom, and he's getting the ball all the time, but you cannot discount Improda and how much work he's doing opening up those holes and blocking for his running back.
That is most definitely correct, because Improda has been opening up some pretty significantly sized holes for Ash Odom to run through, and his impact cannot be understated in this ball game.
Tried to dump it out on the swing pass to Ash Odom, but unfortunately for him, Angel Salinas came up and made a nice tackle. No gain, 2nd down and 10.
Yep, just another one of those gains where nothing doing, defense swarms, brings them down, and they've just got to go to the well and bring out a nice little play for some chunk yardage.
Trips to the right, single back. King to throw to Odom again. He stiff arm, and he's going to get enough for the first down. Boy, Ash Odom just laid that defender on the ground. Finally brought down, but not until he got the first down.
Yeah, even when they kind of know what's going on, it is hard to stop that man. He is just an impressive specimen. He breaks tackles like nothing, and dragging 2 defenders at the end of the play. Just a tremendous play by Ash Odom.
The ball sitting right at midfield, 1st down and 10 for Chicago. We are at 7:20 left in the third quarter here at the Thunderdome. Going to swing it out to the left to Odom again, and he's only going to gain a yard that time. That was Everett Garrison got a little redemption on that one.
Yep. Finally, they ran that play again, snuffed out, just couldn't break the tackles. He thought he could, but that engine just stalled on him.
2 wide offset I for E.T. King on 2nd down, 2nd and 9. Going to go to Odom again, left side. He's got some room. He's going to get the first down and gets it out to the 38. 1st down and 10, Chicago. Ethan Kai and Shane Easley on the stop.
And just automatic at this point, when he sees daylight, he is going to just pick his spots and just find the openings and just weave through traffic. Just cannot be contained.
Wide left, single receiver to the right. Going to go to Odom again right up the middle. And he is going to get held up after just 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. Garrison and Kai Cash.
Yeah, and the line opened up a few holes, but unfortunately those linebackers filled it up, and the secondary came up and did their job. Just held them to nothing. Gain of 2. Opens up for a pass here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down and 8, and he's under pressure. He's going to get hit and sacked. E.T. King brought down on the sack. Looks like that was Ethan Kai on a safety blitz.
Ethan Kai on that safety blitz brings him down. He's got that linebacker on there too, but they tag teamed that line and hit the holes and brought him down. It's hard to do anything when you can't look downfield.
Yeah, Angel Salinas, the rookie, he got in there too on that sack, and he's having a great game. 3rd round pick again. You know, there's some 3rd round picks showing out today.
For sure.
Steps up in the pocket, and he gets hit and sacked again. That's 2 in a row for the Hyenas. That was Skylar Kingsley, and I think that may be his 2nd of the day, and it is.
It is indeed. Him and Fats just tearing up this offensive line, and it's hard to do anything when this defensive line, the rookie defensive lines, other than Fats, they're just making it difficult for this Chicago offense.
So that will force a punt. And they get the punt away. Comes down close to the 10-yard line, get it out to the 14. 1st down and 10. Houston after a big defensive stand there.
Yep, that defense holding up their end of the bargain, and now the offense that's on there, it's the impetus is on them, and so they've got to hold their weight, show why they're the best in the business, or at least they think they're best in the business. Let's see. Let's have them prove it.
Hands it off to Warren Murray. Oh, he is just leveled. Nowhere to go. Stopped by Blake Craze. Second down at 10.
And Craze is just all over the field. He's making his impact not only in the tackles, but just like plugging holes to where they're forced into the other defenders, and he is holding his end of the bargain.
Two wide right, single receiver to the left. Two backs behind Kentez Johnson. Going to go to Warren Murray again, and that one's going to get out to the 17-yard line. Gain of 3, third down and 7.
Yep. Gets 3, shut down by Hendershot. And the linemen just have to get better at the second and third levels, because while they can get their initial blocks, they're just not causing any chaos in the second and third level.
Empty backfield, 5 wide for Kentez Johnson on 3rd and 7. Gets some time, throws it over the middle. That one's complete, and that's enough for a first down. Leroy Brown with the catch. That is his first catch of the day.
Leroy Brown finally gets his name called. He got a little opening, had some space, and caught it, turns it up, and gets the first down. And now if they can maybe find him some more, might open that field up.
So first down and 10 now for the Hyenas. Ball at the 26. I formation. Going to go to Warren Murray, try and bounce it out to the outside. He's got some room. He's going to get the first down and get it out to the 38-yard line. First and 10, Houston.
And Murray scampers, and finally we see those blockers hit the second and third levels, and that sprung him for a first down. Before, they weren't getting much happening. That fullback takes out the defensive back, and he plunges ahead for a first down.
So first down and 10 now sitting at the 38-yard line. 2:52 left in this third quarter. Going to hand it off. Trying to go to the right-hand side. Nowhere to go. Dropped for no gain. Second down and 10.
The ends kept contained, and that funneled him into the defensive line and stopped that game before it started. Chicago's going to look to do more of that, and while Houston's going to try to spring some holes and spring him for another first down.
Has some time to throw. Finally, the pressure gets to him, and he's going to get brought down for a sack. Kentez Johnson hits the turf. Looks like that was Blake Craze. No, that was not Blake Craze. That was Carroll Williams, the defensive end.
Yep, Carroll Williams brings him down, shakes his block, and brings down Johnson, and Johnson can't make that pass because the lanes were all covered, and brought down for a sack.
Third down and 16. Going to go deep down the right-hand side, but he did not get to the sticks made. Leroy Brown made the catch. Nice gain, but didn't get out to the sticks.
Yeah.
Fourth down and 5.
It would have been helpful, if it was 3rd and 10, but when it's 3rd and long, that's just can't get anything with that short gain.
So that'll bring up a punt on 4th and 5 from their own 43. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat tonight. Haven't done that yet. DR Sim, Mike and Proda in there, Ethan Kai, Liam Hammer, wide receiver looks like, MCFC 1419, Eddie Gage, Vancouver Legion, Yodanka, everybody in the chat. We appreciate you joining us. Also got word that we've got some viewers in Vermont watching us on TV there in a bar in Vermont. So welcome to the SFL, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in and checking out this game. It's been a pretty good one. Chicago up 16-14.
I'd love to have you guys. Welcome.
So first down and 10 now for the Wildcats. Going to hand it off. Odom trying to get somewhere, but nowhere to go. Shane Easley on the stop. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Yep, they swarmed it. Blockers couldn't get anybody blocked and just funneled up. Stopped for a gain of nothing. See. Oh, good.
Now 2nd down and 10. Now 2 wide left, 1 wide right. E.T. King under center. Going to give it to Odom. Oh, he gets through the first tackler in the backfield and gets out to the 36. Brought down there by Brady Clark. But, boy, he got hit back in the backfield.
He did, and they almost got to the quarterback before he handed it off. And I thought that Ash Odom was going to get brought down before getting the ball, but sprung a tackle and gets up for a nice game.
And there's Odom getting the first down, gets the ball out to the 40. So Chicago moving the chains, first down and 10.
And there's Improta again, clearing the way. Those linemen are doing their job. Improta hard-nosing it, just busting people, and springs Odom for a first down.
So first down and 10 for Chicago. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 2 backs. E.T. King under center, drops back to throw, has some time, delivers it over the middle, incomplete. Just could not get the ball into the hands of Davius Reed. Brings up second and 10.
It almost
For all of you guys out there that are new to this, that are sitting there watching this in the bar going, what in the heck are we watching? You're watching the Simulation Football League, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter, by the way. You're watching the Simulation Football League. We are the first controllerless e-sport, and just a whole heck of a lot of fun. If you want to check it out and figure out what things are going on when you get home or get on your phone, go to simulationfl.com.
Plenty of ways to get involved as well.
Sorry, simulationfl.net. Sorry. Fumble on that play, and the ball is picked up by Houston. And that will be Houston football.
Houston causing another turnover. First it was the pick 6, and now the fumble. Odom just gets pummeled and drops the ball, puts it on the ground. Houston picks it up, and now we've got first and 10 Houston ball.
Angel Salinas with the big hit to knock that thing free. And Kai Cash picks it up. So Houston first down and 10, looking to get in the lead again. 2 wide left, single back for Kentez Johnson. Hands it off to Warren Murray going to the right, but he just cannot get out there. They're just having a tough go of it tonight. This Chicago defense has been pretty stingy. Stopped there by A.J. Barnes.
They have been very stingy. All those, the speed on the defense is just phenomenal. Everybody on that team is a speedster, and it's really the line is dominating the Houston line, and it's just causing all kinds of havoc.
Throws that one to the outside. It's complete to DR Sim. Brings up third down and 7.
Yep, 3-yard gain just when you need 10. I mean, yeah, it kind of opens up for some dink and dunk, but I mean, every time they've gone downfield, it's paid off, and I just think that if they keep doing that, they're going to be in a lot better position.
So now third down and 7, empty backfield for Kentez Johnson. He's going to throw it deep down the right-hand side, and that's picked off. Another interception for the Wildcats. This time it's Greg Gaines, and
yep, picked the wrong guy to throw to. Garrett Gaines just reads it, picks it off, and then not much of a gain, but they've tried him. They've tried him, and it seems every time they try him, it's chaos. But I like what they're trying to do, just couldn't complete it.
That is the hat trick of interceptions tonight for Greg Gaines. Gets 3. 10:05 left in the game here. Going to go to Ash Odom, and he's going to gain 6 on first down. Second down and 4. Takes it out to the 17.
All the big uglies up there pushing and their men, and Odom gets a 6-yard gain, and it's just phenomenal that the line and the fullback are all working together, clearing paths, making it easy.
I formation. Going to go to Ash Odom to the right-hand side, and he gets out past the sticks to the 22. That's enough for a first down.
Another incremental first down that is going to start adding up as the game gets deeper and deeper into the fourth. and he's just plugging away. Another first down, sets him up, full playbook ahead of him.
Ash Odom at 127 yards so far on the day, 28 carries. 2 backs behind E.T. King. Going to go to Odom again, and he's going to go right up the middle. He's only going to gain a couple, 2nd down and 8, but the important part for Chicago is keep that clock rolling.
Yep. Ethan Kai saw him, seeked him out, brought him down, and Prota was looking for a block, and just couldn't seek him out, and that's what happens. Stop for a gain of 2.
Going to the 3-back set now. Going to go to Odom behind his blockers, tries to bump it outside, but can't get very far. Shane Easley came up from behind him and pulled him down. 3rd down and 7.
Yep, Shane Easley brings him down, not blocked by anyone, and Odom's going to be kicking himself that he couldn't shake that tackle, but you can't shake them all, unfortunately.
4 wide, 2 on each side, single back on 3rd down and 7. E.T. King to throw. He's going to go left. That one's complete, but is going to come up short. Yep. Short of the first down, and that'll force a punt. J.C. Torres on the catch.
Going for the easy completion. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the first down. E.T. King's got some confidence back there. He hasn't had too many turnovers, but, you know, like to see his confidence in himself and aim downfield a little bit.
And the snap is there. The punt is away. And the fair catch called for at the 35. So Houston will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. 7:37 left in this game. Chicago 16, Houston 14. Rich Pratchard and Wade Phillips here with you through the rest of this game. Rochelle Colston and Tom Rahman in the truck handling stats for us tonight. We appreciate you guys taking care of that and giving us the information we need to sound like we know what we're doing. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, single back. Kentez Johnson to throw, steps up, throws it, complete, and that is just short of the first down, 2nd down and 1, complete to Leroy Brown.
Chicago was all playing downfield, trying to stop that downfield pass, and they sneak in little curl route and gets enough for about a 8-9 yard gain, and take that over a 1 yard gain every time.
So 2nd down and 1 now from the 44. Offset eye, single receiver. Johnson's going to give it to Murray. He gets the first down, tries to get a couple more, and he does. Gets it out to the 47, 1st down and 10.
And that's A.J. Barnes' 5th tackle, brings him down from 1st down. But a very important tackle because manages to keep him from springing a leak in this defense.
2 receivers to the right, single back for Kentez Johnson. Pump fake, has some time, ducks under the rush, throws it left, that one's complete, and a 1st down. Nice work back there by Kentez Johnson.
Wonderful pocket, just reading the pocket, stepping up, finding his man for the 1st down, because that looked like it could have been a sack, definitely a sack, but steps up, pump fake, hits his man, 1st down. Wonderful.
Yeah, Kentez Johnson definitely showing his 4 years of experience there, feeling that rush coming. 2 receivers to the left, 2 backs. Looking to throw right over the middle. That one's incomplete. Just had to spin around to try and catch that one, but just could not quite get it in his hands.
If he's on target, that's a 20-yard gain right there, but unfortunately, kind of threw it behind him, drops it, and it's nothing. Man, just can't complete that right there.
Yeah, trying to get it to the fullback. Unfortunately, you had to twist him around too much. Trips to the left, single back. Again to throw, and that one's tipped and knocked down. Incomplete. Knocked down by Gerald Giudicelli, the defensive tackle.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Had his man kind of beat, held him down, and then just jumps up right at the perfect time to bat that ball down for a harmless play. Just wonderful. Giudice kind of hadn't showed up on the stat sheet, but he is definitely holding down his side of the ball.
It's 3rd down and 10 now for Houston. Johnson under center. Deep drop, going to throw it deep down the right-hand side. Has his man in the end zone and just overthrows him. Incomplete. Leroy Brown was back there by himself.
Ooh, Leroy Brown had no one in front of him, and if he catches it, that's a touchdown. But Johnson was lucky to get that off because I thought he was going to get sacked, but throws it right before getting hit. Just couldn't complete it. I think that rush had all to do with it.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a punt then for the Hyenas. Brian Adams back at his 44, punts that one away, trying to pin them deep in their own territory. Ball comes down around the 5, but they can't keep it out of the end zone. That'll be a touchback. And Chicago will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 20. 5:54 left in this 4th quarter.
Here we go, and Chicago's got to come up with something just to stay ahead, and they've got the lead, but that's only a 2-point lead, so a field goal beats them, and they need points in a hurry.
So 1st down and 10 now. Ball sitting at the 20. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Going to hand it off to Ash Odom. And he's going to gain a yard. Salinas with his 9th tackle on the day. 2nd and 9.
He's matched his season average, and he averages 7 assists. He has 7 assisted tackles as well. He's added a few this game, so he, if he's not getting the primary tackle, he's definitely assisting.
Trips to the right, single back. Again to throw, and that's going to be no gain for Ash Odom. 3rd down and 9. Angel Salinas again on the tackle.
Yep, Salinas with his 10th tackle, and they're trying that little dump off and hasn't been working much all game. And I get they're kind of running the clock down, but need some points.
So 5 wide, empty backfield. E.T. King to throw deep down the left-hand side, tipped and incomplete. Nice coverage by Everett Garrison out there to knock that one down.
And that was a lucky play, because if Garrison doesn't tip that down, that's a splash play for Chicago, and stopped it. Nothing doing on that.
So that'll force a Chicago punt now. Darian Franken standing back at his own 6. Ball comes down at about the 38-yard line. Brings it out to the 45, and that's where Houston will take over now. 1st down and 10. They've got 4:41 left in this game. Trying to tack some more points on here to get back in the lead. It's been a back-and-forth defensive battle all day long, Wade.
It has, and one big turnover in the first half that has kept Houston in this game, because without it, I mean, they're looking hopeless at this point, but they're in the ball game down 2. All they need is a field goal.
Send 3 out on the pass pattern, going left. That one's complete. Nice catch. Gets the ball out to the 34-yard line. 1st down and 10. Houston. Catch made by DR Sim.
Nice athletic catch by DR Sim. And Johnson steps up, delivers a perfect ball to him. He goes up, climbs the ladder, catches it for a 1st down. Now they're sitting pretty, and they can do anything right here.
Quick move into Chicago territory at the 34. Trips bunch to the left. Single receiver on the right. Johnson to throw, going to swing it out to Warren Murray. And he tries to lower his shoulder to get a couple extra yards, but he's only going to gain 3. Stopped by Clint Hendershot, 2nd and 7.
Yep. 2nd and 7, Hendershot, proving his worth. Not letting anyone tell him he can't do it. And he's holding them. And now Houston has to make up some yardage right here.
So 2nd and 7, back in the shotgun. Johnson's going to swing it out again, but nowhere to go. Dropped quickly for a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 8. Blake Craze with the big hit.
Yep, Blake Craze stops him in his tracks. Negative gain right there. And now Houston's got to play catch up, get that 1st down, and do something here because they can't have a non-scoring drive right here.
Johnson to throw deep down the right-hand side, and that one is going to be incomplete. I thought it was picked off, but nowhere was not able to. Sorry, Greg Gaines was not able to hold on to it, and that'll force 4th down.
Ooh, that was close to a pickoff, and Gaines almost had his 4th pick of the day, and while he's got the hat trick, you always want that 4th, always.
So Adams to punt it away again. Well, I thought they might go for the field goal from this point.
Yeah, I mean, close as they're going to get on this drive since they're punting, but maybe they'll trust their defense here. Coffin corner.
Nice punt, goes out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So Chicago will have a long field to work with, but 3:02 on the clock. Yeah, that would have been about, around a 50-yard attempt. I didn't do the math there. I didn't see where the line of scrimmage was exactly, but it would have been around a 50-yard attempt. We've seen some of those. I know they don't have a contract kicker, but Lord, I don't know. I thought they would have went for that field goal at that point.
Yeah, I did as well.
E.T. King swings it out to Ash Odom out of the backfield. He's only going to gain a yard. 2nd down and 9.
Yep. Keeping that clock running, but at some point you've got to show some hurry and get down the field, because all it takes is a field goal and Houston takes this lead, but not going to do much in your own side of the field.
Offset eye behind E.T. King. Letting that clock run all the way down. Drops back to throw, going to swing it out to Odom again, but he's going to get dropped for a loss. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Going to the familiar play again and going to the well one too many times, and they stopped it like they have many times before, and now Chicago's really hurting for a 1st down.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here. Chicago 16, Houston 14. 2 minutes left in this one. And what a defensive battle. That was, I didn't get to call his name, Skylar Kingsley on that big stop to drop Ash Odom for the loss. 3rd down and 13. 2 backs, 3 wide. Going to give it to Odom, trying to go to the right-hand side. He gets some yardage, but not enough for a 1st down. And Houston is going to call their first timeout. Stop the clock at 1:56, and that'll force a Chicago punt.
Chicago's playing right into Houston's hands. They run it again and get 7, but now they're punting and going to leave Houston with some decent territory to go with. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
So standing on his own goal line, Darian Franken to punt this one away. Big stand there by the Houston defense to keep Chicago back in their own territory after the great punt by Brian Adams. And this will give Houston some decent, the fumble, ball's on the ground. And I think Chicago came up with it. They did. Chicago comes up with the football, and they keep the offense on the field.
Wow, how about that? We thought it was going to be Houston ball. They get the fumble, and then Chicago recovers it. Now they're in the driver's seat, and now they can just run out this clock and put their foot on the gas.
Wow, tough break for Houston. Their defense had a great stand there, and now a fumble on the punt. 3-back formation going to Ash Odom right up the middle, and he's going to gain 4. 2nd down and 6. So Houston will stop the clock again. 1:44 left in this one. Everett Garrison on the stop.
It's exactly what Chicago needed. Chip away, take another timeout off the clock for Houston, and that 4-yard gain is huge because they're driving. and they can just continue to get 4 yards per carry, and they just can run this clock out.
They hand it off to Odom to the right-hand side. He gets the first down out past the 35 to the 34. First down and 10, 1:40 left on this clock. And Houston takes their final timeout. And Chicago should be able to wind the clock down and run it out here with the first down.
Yep, looks like they could go to the victory formation for the rest of the game and just kneel this clock out and wrap it up with a 2-point ball game.
Man, a tough break for Houston. They had the position, they had a great defensive stand, and then that fumble on the punt. And a lot of times these games come down to turnovers, and that's what it's going to be tonight for Houston. Is that turnover will decide this game.
Yep, the tail of the ball game is the timely turnovers for Chicago. Takeaways, because the Houston defense holds, brings up a punt, and then let down by a fumble, and now Chicago's just taking her home.
Yeah, that's 4 turnovers there for Chicago, 4 forced turnovers for Chicago tonight, 3 interceptions and a fumble. But then if you turn it back around, Houston had 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery as well. So both teams with some turnover trouble tonight. And that victory formation kneel down should get 1 more of those, and that should bring us to the end of this one. Some numbers put up by some of these guys, especially the quarterbacks. Kentez Johnson, 184 yards on 15 completions and a touchdown, but he does have those 3 interceptions. And then E.T. King, 173 yards on 26 completions and a touchdown, but he had 2 interceptions. Well, he had 3 interceptions.
And talk about a scoreless second half for both these teams, and just Chicago finally coming away with the victory, and we saw a pretty good game tonight.
Yeah, I was wrong. Sorry, 2 interceptions for E.T. King. D.R. Sims, 66 yards receiving on 4 receptions. Duke Wilson, 74 yards and with 1 catch, 74 yards. Leroy Brown, 29 yards on 3 receptions. Warren Murray only had 26 yards rushing, and he had 3 yards receiving tonight. For Chicago, Corey Carter, 63 yards receiving on 6 receptions. J.C. Torres, 19 on 3 receptions, and Shan Varner, 79 on 5 receptions. Ash Odom, 148 yards on 32 rushes, but no touchdowns.
And the disparity in rushing yards for both teams was just mind-blowing, because Houston couldn't get anything going in the run, and the line and defense for Houston played very well. Just turnovers shot them in the foot for sure.
So today we've had both of the last winless teams in the SFL pull out with wins. Chicago and St. Louis came out, picked up their first victory. So we are now at this point in the season only in week 3, and we have no winless teams in the SFL.
That's very, very good to know, because a lot of those teams, both those teams were really hurting for a win, and they get it, and now they can look forward to continuing their winning streaks.
And player of the game, Ash Odom, 37 carries, 168 yards, and 10 receiving yards. Good day for Ash Odom, and some of those were in key spots, Wade. Indeed,
getting big first downs, chipping away at the yardage, and he really proved his worth. And Improta shown why he's a big pickup for them at fullback, and clearing holes for Ash Odom all day.
All right, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, everybody watching on Twitch, everybody over in Vermont at the bar. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. And thank you, Rochelle and Tom in the truck handling stats, Cam back in the studio turning the knobs for us and handling production. For Wade Phillips, Rich Pratchett saying good night, everybody. We will see you next time.